We worked with that developer to come up with a plan that we could live with.
And that plan was just a gray 4-story wall on top of a parking garage, right?
I don't know that it's on top of the parking garage. We worked with him and it worked.
So, but you would say right now that your property was not negatively affected by that development?
I don't know whether it was or not.
Okay, well, so the fact that you don't know if it's affected you probably hasn't affected you, right?
Is that a statement or a question?
It's a question I asked. So you mentioned also that property values are really important, right?
I think that's an important consideration when the trustees are voting.
And property values are important in some respects because it goes towards the taxes, right, that you're paying.
I'd like to say, that isn't my concern on property values.
But the township and schools specifically benefits from property values, right? You're worried about value, and if I can just hand you this. So this is something we just pulled off the county's auditor's website. And it seems like in the past, you've actually fought the auditor when he tried to appraise your value, your house value at a higher amount. You went to the Board of Revision and tried to get them to lower your taxes.
We withdrew that.
It was approved, and according to this, it was resolved in '09
Right.
for the value that they so the challenged amount was 166. You requested 152, and I guess it was withdrawn. I mean, all we know is the value decided by the board that says according to this 166.
We withdrew. Yeah.
So it just seems to me, the optics are that you were trying to lower your value, property value.
For my taxes I'm paying, yes. When I had an appraisal that said 152.
Does this exhibit have
Any additional questions?
I have a question, please.
Wait a minute, let's ask, does this exhibit have numbers we keep track of?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask Tracy. Tracy, can you give?
I need it.
Can you give your copy of this to him? So he-
Why not, Tim,
but
you
you
hang
got-
on to yours, I'll take Tracy's.
So. So is that 14?
Yeah, that should be 14.
No, 15. You just got 3 plus 11 is 14 plus 15.
Are you keeping them separate?
I am
between-
separate, I am keeping them separate based on who submits them, the day they're submitted and the number on that day, I will consolidate them done.
Okay.
Were there any additional questions from Ms.
There's
Hughes?
somebody in the back.
I think that's.
I have a question.
Oh,
We're gonna try this and see how it works.
if you just know my ongoing objection, so I don't say it every time.
I understand. Mr. Fusaro, if you would go ahead with your question,
Is
please.
he sworn in?
Yeah, I heard him say he was sworn in.
In person?
Oh, you did?
Mr. Fusaro, would you give your name and address for the record, please, and confirm that you were sworn in?
Yes, my name is Greg Fusaro. I'm with Capital Investment Group. Our office address is 226 East 8th Street. My home address is 621 Athens Avenue, Cincinnati 45226.
And were you sworn in?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Go ahead with the question.
Okay, so Tracy, in response to, my question relates to values, and I think number one, as a real estate professional, you would agree that you're going to try to use data whenever possible to substantiate your point, right?
Right.
I can't
I
understand.
didn't hear.
Right?
Maybe
Okay.
just speak it.
I
Do
can't
you have any
understand.
studies that show that there has been a negative impact on home values by commercial development?
I didn't
Can
look
you
for
speak up,
any.
please?
I didn't look for any. I took what you gave me to support that my property value was gonna go up, and I analyzed that.
Okay, so you don't really have any evidence that will substantiate your claim, is that right?
I did not bring any articles with me, no.
Okay, well, we have another, study that was done in 2015 by Professor Jonathan Wiley at, Associate Professor at Florida State University, if you'd like to admit. And if you could give Ms. Hughes, a copy of that and have her read, the last.
Hold on, Greg, hold on.
No.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
Is there a question coming here? You're talking about submitting some other document. Is that here?
Is the document that you are going to submit here tonight?
Yes.
It is.
What about it?
Yeah, we have it here. The question is, is this, do you want us to use this now, or do you want to?
The question is, can you tell me from this, study that includes 58,000 homes in and around, office?
Objection.
Does she have the study?
Hold on a second, Greg, hold on a second. The issue is, this exhibit has not been submitted yet for anybody to look at.
Okay.
So I guess the question is this an exhibit that's going to be submitted?
Yes.
If you wanted to refer to it, you better let her look at it.
Mr. Merritt,
I'm
if you
not
let us
reading
look at any document before he handed it to us.
Not reading it, sorry.
This is a 32-page document, but it purports to be, have a lot of numbers and calculations and analysis. If you want to ask her about this, she's gonna have to be given time to read the 32 pages.
I'm not asking her to do that. I was just asking her, like you did to me, asking her to read the last paragraph on page 21.
No.
No,
To
sorry.
put it in context, she needs a chance to read 32 pages.
I'm not asking her to. You didn't ask me to. You pointed me to a specific
It
page.
was your study that I questioned you about.
It was not a study. It was part of the zoning code, which, as you said, is 186 pages. But let's just go ahead and admit the document.
I
And
object
then
to
I'll
that.
ask her a question about the other document I think that's been submitted, which is the, history of the value of her home.
Doug, I'm gonna ask
That
you-
document there.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting a little far afield here, and this isn't working out, trying to question by phone when you're referring to documents that no one, including the board, has seen. They were just passed out, and it is 32 pages long. If this is,
And I'm fine with that.
if
I'm
this
fine
is
with that.
something you wanna introduce, I think you can do that on your rebuttal, but I don't know how she refers to this, and as far as
Okay.
reading it, the trustees can read it for themselves.
Okay, not a problem. I just have one question then. Does she and you have in your possession the, history of the value of her home?
No, we had to put that into,
I think we submitted the auditor's record from 1996 to 2017.
I think that was exhibit 14.
I have a marked as capital day 3, number 1. The last page does include the tax year valuation from 1996 to 2017.
Okay, so my question to you is, without any data to support your position, how can you even make that claim when clearly the value of your home has continued to increase over the last 21 years, notwithstanding a major commercial project that was built within 215 feet of your home?
Well, we're gonna object because she didn't argue about a negative impact. She argued that your so-called evidence of a positive impact was dubious.
But, let me rephrase the question, Mr. Merritt. Ms. Hughes, has the value of your home decreased based on having a large commercial project built within 250 feet of your home?
I think she testified that she won't know until she tries to sell her house.
So you're telling us then that she can't make a response to that based on the auditor's data of the value of her home?
That's somebody else's opinion, it's not her opinion.
well, it looks like
These
in,
are not opinions, these are appraisals that are done for valuation. I have no further
An
questions.
appraisal is an opinion.
Let's let her answer the question if she can.
goes to 08, it was 26. So in 08, my property value said 166.9.
And what happened in '08?
Let her finish her
And
answer.
then in 2011, it went down to 152,270. And isn't that right when that development was built? Didn't I say it was within the last 10 years?
It was built in 2008.
Hmm?
It was built in 2008.
Okay, well, between 2008 and 2011, it went down.
Wait a minute.
My property value went down,
In
right?
2009. you
Wait a
sold it.
minute.
You're not the witness.
You're not the person questioning at this point. That's why this isn't working well.
Question. May I ask a question?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just
Wait
that-
a minute, are we
Wait,
finished with
oh, I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Cusero?
Greg, is your questioning done?
Yes, that's fine.
Question?
Thank you. There's been a lot of data thrown out here, up, down. Do you believe, here comes my question, that it is fair? Would you or should you be asked to take that risk? There's no guarantee. We don't know if it's up, we don't know if it's down. Is it fair to you to have to live knowing, to have to take that risk it's going to go up? Do you feel that's fair?
No, no, that's why I'm here.
Thank you.
I just had a couple of questions. Mrs. Hughes, can you kind of show us on the aerial photograph where your house is?
Sure.
Bring it forward or point out to the holder or something.
All right. Okay, Dunedin, I am right there.
Just tell the board where that is in relation to.
You need to speak up, Fran, even I can't hear you.
I don't-
All right.
It's right, my house is here, the site's here, that's my house.
Dunedin runs east and west, correct?
Yeah, you see,
You're on the south side of Dunedin, correct?
yes,
At the east end of the street.
yes, I'm at the end, yes.
Okay, thank you. Let me just also give you, I've marked this as exhibit 101, just to keep it straight.